Please all stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court now draw nigh. Give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Admission of lawyers. Kehan Abdul Qadar.
May it please the court, I move that Kehan Abdul Qadar be admitted as a lawyer for this honourable court.
Let Kehan Abdul Qadar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jessica Renee Allen.
May it please the court, I move that Jessica Renee Allen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jessica Renee Allen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Andreana Natasha Anastopoulos.
May it please the court, I move that Andreana Natasha Anastopoulos be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Andreana Natasha Anastopoulos be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yejin Alexandra Bang.
May it please the court, I move that Yejin Alexandra Bang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Yejin Alexandra Bang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nancy Belusov.
May it please the court, I move that my law clerk, Nancy Belusov, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nancy Belusov be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Marie Balaguris.
May it please the court, I move that Marie Bulgaris be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Marie Balaguris be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Emma Michelle Bundy.
May it please the court, I move that Emma Michelle Boundy be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Emma Michelle Boundy be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Charlene Ann Salazar Castillo.
May it please the court, I move that Charlene Ann Salazar Castillo be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Charlene Ann Salazar Castillo be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Denise Yitkar Chan.
May it please the court, I move that Denise Yitkar Chan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Denise Yitkar Chan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sherry Chen.
May I please the court, I move my daughter Sherry Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sherry Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Bradley Malcolm Cork.
May it please the court, I move that Bradley Malcolm Cork be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Bradley Malcolm Cork be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Bezar Koskan.
May it please the court, I move that Bezar Koskan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Bezar Koskan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Anne Dye.
May it please the court, I move that Anne Dye be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Anne Dye be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Demira Dinukshi De Silva.
May it please the court, I move that Dinera Dinucci De Silva be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Demira Dinucci De Silva be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Genevieve Therese Del Nevo.
May it please the court, I move that Genevieve Therese Del Nevo be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Genevieve Therese Del Nevo be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Grace Ann Devery.
May it please the court, I move that Grace Ann Devery be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Grace Ann Devery be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
James Ryan Downey.
May it please the court, I move that James Ryan Downey be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let James Ryan Downey be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zachary Oliver Duchenne.
May it please the court, I move that my son, Zachary Oliver Dushan, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zachary Oliver Dushan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Robin Nicholas Evans.
May it please the court, I move that Robin Nicholas Evans be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Robin Nicholas Evans be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Anita Graham.
May it please the court, I move that Anita Graham be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Anita Graham be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Darcy Isabel Hill.
May it please the court, I move that Darcy Isabel Hill be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Darcy Isabel Hill be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tim Hooker.
May it please the court, I move that Tim Hooker be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tim Hooker be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Isabella Claire Hottes.
May it please the court, I move that Isabella Claire Hodders be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Isabella Claire Hodders be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Aurora Harmony Eve Zenmaya E. Halanen.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Aurora Harmony Eve Sensmay Helanen, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Aurora Harmony Eve Zenzmaya Helanen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kelsey Monique Island.
May it please the court, I move that Kelsey Monique Island be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kelsey Monique Island be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ty Tunch Kaplan.
May it please the court, I move that my brother, Ty Tunch Kaplan, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ty Tunch Kaplan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Miriam Kamali.
May it please the court, I move that Mariam Kamali be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Mariam Kamali be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Abhishek Kumar.
May it please the court, I move that Abhishek Kumar be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Abhishek Kumar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Wei Lun Lam.
May it please the court, I move that Wei Lung Lam be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Wei Lun Lam be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kirsten Taya Lorenday.
May it please the court, I move that Kirsten Taya Lorenday be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kirsten Taya Lorenday be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Philip Chanu Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Philip Chanu Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Philip Chanu Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Chiang Yang Hua Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Jiang Huang Yua Li be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Chiang Hua Yuan Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Amanda Lopez Mata.
May it please the court, I move that Amanda Lopez Mata be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Amanda Lopez Mata be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Adam Nicholas Mitchell.
May it please the court, I move that Adam Nicholas Mitchell be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Adam Nicholas Mitchell be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Curtis Mitchell Newbert Hill.
May it please the court, I move that Curtis Mitchell Newbert Hill be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Curtis Mitchell Newbert Hill be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Naomi Maitran Nguyen.
May it please the court, I move that Naomi Martrang Nguyen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Naomi Martrang Nguyen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Evelyn Natombus.
May it please the court, I move that Evelyn Natrumbus be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Evelyn Natumbus be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Georgia Kate Owers.
May it please the court, I move that Georgia Kate Owers be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Georgia Kate Owers be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
George Papasavis.
May it please the court, I move that George Papasavis be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let George Papasavis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Georgia Pasialis.
May it please the court, I move that my sister, Georgia Pasialis, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Georgia Pasialis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Pooja Jagrat Patel.
May it please the court, I move that Pooja Jagrat Patel be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Pooja Jagrat Patel be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Priti Kirit Kumar Raval.
May it please the court, I move that Priti Kirit Kumar Raval be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Priti Kirit Kumar Raval be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Henry Raphael Perlajar Sams.
May it please the court, I move that Henry Raphael Pulajar Sams be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Henry Raphael Pulajar Sams be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Emma Lee Stilitano.
May it please the court, I move that Emma Lee Stilitano be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Emma Lee Stilitano be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sin Sun.
May it please the court, I move that Shin Sun be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shin Sun be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hira Tariq.
May it please the court, I move that Hira Tariq be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Hira Tariq be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gail Genevieve Ting.
May it please the court, I move that Gail Genevieve Ting be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Gail Genevieve Ting be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Man K Tong.
May it please the court, I move that Man K Tong be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Man K Tong be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Angelica Mary Turner.
May it please the court, I move that Angelica Mary Turner be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Angelica Mary Turner be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ashley Chene Van Aken.
May it please the court, I move that Ashley Sinead Van Aken be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ashley Sinead Van Aken be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will be necessary for those applicants whose admission has been moved to stand and remain standing for the purpose of swearing an oath or making a declaration. Please stand as directed by the officiating officer.
Would the two rows to my right please stand? First two rows. Thank you. Kayhan Abdul Kadar. Jessica Renee Allen. Andreana Natasha Anastopoulos. Yejing Alexandra Bang. Nancy Belusov. Marie Bulagoris. Emma Michelle Boundy. Charlene Ann Salazar Castillo. Denise Yitka Cham. Sherry Chen. Bradley Malcolm Cork. Bezar Koskon. Anne Dye. Demira Dinukshi De Silva. Genevieve Therese Del Nevo. Grace Ann Devery. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please be seated. The next two rows, please stand. James Ryan Downey. Zachary Oliver Duchesne. Robin Nicholas Evans. Anita Graham. Darcy Isabel Hill. Tim Hooker. Isabel Claire Hottes. Aurora Harmony Eve Zenmaya Elhalainen. Kelsey Monique Island. Tai Tunch Kaplan. Miriam Kermali. Abhishek Kumar. Wei Lun Lam. Kirsten Taya Laurenday. Philip Chanu Lee. Chiang Hua Lee. Amanda Lopez Mata. Adam Nicholas Mitchell. Curtis Mitchell Newbert Hill. Naomi Maitran Ewan. Evelyn Natombos. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please be seated. The two rows to my left, please stand. Georgia Kate Owers. George Papasavas. Georgia Pasialis. Pooja Jagrat Patel. Priti Kirit Kumar Raval. Henry Raphael Perlaja Sams. Emma Lee Stilitano. Shin Sun. Hira Tariq. Gail Genevieve Ting. Man K Tong. Angelica Mary Turner. Ashley Chene Van Aken. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please be seated.
Also hereby admitted as lawyers of this court are the following persons who have completed a special process for admissions in absentia: Yingbing Chen, Vijay Rana, and Michael Ritter. May I warmly welcome each of you to the Supreme Court of New South Wales. I am Justice Ward. I'm the President of the Court of Appeal. To my right is Justice Rothman, who is a judge of the Common Law Division of this court. And to my left is Justice Campbell, who is also a judge of the Common Law Division of this court. Together, we constitute the court that has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you to practice. We have done so sitting on the land for which the Gadigal of the Eora Nation have cared and been custodians for thousands of years. The court pays its respects to elders past and present and extends those respects to all First Nations peoples present today or watching on the live stream. It is important to recognise the enduring connection of our First Nations peoples with this land. To all of the newly admitted lawyers, welcome to the legal profession. Today is indeed one for celebration. I'm pleased to welcome your families and friends and those watching on the live stream. For many of you, I'm sure, the support of your family and friends over the past few years has been invaluable. No doubt they've been on the receiving end of your finely polished or developing skills of argument and persuasion. I encourage you to take time to thank them today. And depending on how good an advocate you are already, you might even convince them to take you out to lunch or dinner to celebrate. We know how hard you've worked to get here, and that hard work is something that will never really leave you. For most of you, your journey has involved challenging years affected by the global pandemic. You've managed your legal studies notwithstanding with this additional adversity, which is unprecedented in our lifetimes. That makes your achievements all the more impressive, and the resilience that you have no doubt developed should stand you well in the future. In being admitted as a lawyer of this court, you join an honourable and ancient profession, with the custom of advocates swearing an oath on admission to practice dating back to the 12th century. This court first admitted lawyers in 1824, and by 1830 the names of lawyers were entered onto the rolls in this state, as you will do immediately after this ceremony. It is an acknowledgement of your weighty responsibility now facing you that we observe today's unique formalities, including the fact that your admission has been moved by someone who is already a member of the profession, and that you have made a formal oath or affirmation in the presence of your family and peers. They are all witnesses to the promises and undertakings that you have made today. The law touches every part of our society, and it can and will lead you all in many different directions and career paths. But in whatever direction you head, you must always remember that the oath or affirmation you have just made is a serious one and deserves solemn regard. Whether you work in private practice, at the bar, in a community legal centre, in a Crown law office, or a government department or agency, or in an entirely different field, you should be known for your honesty, your integrity, and your commitment to justice, and you must strive at all times to uphold these values. Admission as a member of the legal profession is a privilege, not a right. I referred earlier to tradition and formality, and you'll see from the portraits on the walls of this court that we are wearing the same robes, in some cases literally, as have been worn by our predecessors. Symbolically, this highlights the continuity of the rule of law in New South Wales, although the judges wearing those robes are now drawn from an increasingly diverse pool. As to continuity of the rule of law, in a world in which there is much global uncertainty and insecurity, the rule of law is more important than ever. It is not simply a phrase of some theoretical import. It is the opposite of the arbitrary abuse of power and the rule of autocratic dictators and populists. There is nothing theoretical about that. Notwithstanding the formality and tradition attending today's ceremony, not everything in the legal profession remains unchanging. COVID-19 meant a rapid shift to increasing use of virtual courtroom technology in order to ensure access to justice was able to continue in the midst of a pandemic. The Court is proud of what we have been able to achieve, and we salute those in other professions, especially in the medical, nursing and educational areas, who did so much for our community through the pandemic. The technological impetus brought about by the pandemic has also delivered greater workplace flexibility, which is especially important for lawyers with family responsibilities and in regional and remote communities. It has profound implications for how our legal system interacts with and may become accessible to many more people. But although the increased use of technology offers a number of advantages, the practice of the law has human nature and human interaction at its core. An essential part of being a good lawyer is understanding people, how others react to different situations, and how they perform under pressure and deal with each other. There are, of course, other changes that deserve attention in addition to those brought about by the pandemic. When we think of the diversity of the legal profession, we encounter the duality that we have come very far, but that much still remains to be done. For example, although women were originally not permitted to practice, since 2018, women have made up more than half of all solicitors with a practicing certificate in New South Wales and currently make up 64% of solicitors under the age of 30. Some of the most senior positions in the law in Australia, including the current Chief Justices of the High Court and Victoria, Queensland and the ACT, are distinguished female lawyers, as are the current Commonwealth and State Directors of Public Prosecutions and the Senior Public Defender in New South Wales. There should also be strong representation of lawyers from the many different backgrounds which comprise our cosmopolitan community. Diverse representation amongst solicitors, advocates and judges assists in ensuring that all people who become involved in our justice system can and feel that they can be properly heard and fairly engaged with by a system reflective of our broader community. The admission ceremonies on which I have sat during my time as a judge highlight that there is a far greater diversity of background amongst junior lawyers than when I commenced practice many years ago now. That's a very good thing, and the leaders of our profession and the courts are working hard to foster inclusiveness and diversity. That, in turn, builds trust in and respect for both the judiciary and the legal profession. You, as newly admitted lawyers, enter the profession when more than ever your words and actions will have an impact for good. As a lawyer, you will often have to make difficult ethical decisions. You must use the tools you have developed to think critically. You must not compromise on your fundamental duties to the court and the administration of justice. One mistake you must not make is simply to give your clients the advice you think they want to hear. Being a lawyer means that you will act as an advisor, a problem solver, a mediator, and an advocate. You must be fearless and deliver legal services sensitively, competently, and fearlessly, but always with courtesy and integrity. I wish, in this context, to emphasise the importance of civility. Aspects of the law, especially if you're involved in the litigation side of practice, are confrontational. The practice of the law can be stressful and demanding. It is not necessary to add personal animus and antagonism between practitioners to that load. It is essential that you maintain your objectivity, detachment, balance, and good humour. Remember at all times that you are members of a profession and not a business. And also remember that the best advocates can and do make their point simply and succinctly. For a non-lawyer, the law is often incomprehensible. One of your roles as a lawyer will be to make it accessible to others, sometimes by deciphering legal complexities, sometimes by deciphering poor legal drafting, and sometimes both. Strive to be clear and concise at all times in both your writing and speaking. At various points of your career, I have to say, you will no doubt make mistakes. Some will be minor, some may be more serious. We all make mistakes from time to time, but what is important is to try not to make the same mistake twice, and when you do make mistakes, your commitment to honesty, integrity, and the administration of justice means that you must take responsibility for them, correct what you can, and learn from them. Finally, can I say that in the practice of law, your physical and mental health are extremely important. Legal practice can be all-consuming and physically and mentally taxing. You must work hard to keep your balance and to keep your eye out to ensure that your colleagues do as well. Remember that the law is a highly collegiate profession. In that context, let me now call upon the young representatives from the New South Wales Bar Association and Law Society who are here today in order to say some words, no doubt, of encouragement and praise. Mr. Ahmad, do you move?
If you're honest, please. My name is Abbas Ahmad, and I have been practicing at the New South Wales Bar for 13 years in a wide and varied areas, mostly administrative law, common law, commercialists, and even family law. On behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession. The legal profession is indeed an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, whilst also being a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds. It is an honour to be a lawyer, and in my case, a barrister, and I am proud to be a member of the legal profession. I enjoy the intellectual challenge of my job, and that it allows me to give expert advice to and represent people in court, and also to contribute to society in a meaningful way. Please, if you are interested in coming to the bar, contact the New South Wales Bar Association, have a look at its website, and notice and look out for a Career at the Bar Open Day, which is held each year. If you do come to the bar in your first year of practice, you are called a reader, and you receive particular assistance and mentoring from at least 2 barristers of 7 years seniority. They ought to meet with you weekly, review your work, and teach you practical skills. But of course, the support is not limited to those 2 persons. The bar is renowned for its collegiality, especially in the chambers that you join. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is a professional body that supports all barristers and has a range of committees, including a new barristers committee, which organises social and educational functions for barristers from 0 to 5 years, of which I was previously a member. Also, a diversity and equality committee, of which I am a member, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the Bar Association to attract the best people, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual preference. So whether as a lawyer or a barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the Law Society or Bar Association and to use your skills to assist your community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in your profession. Once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession, and I congratulate you on your admission today as a lawyer of this Honourable Court. Please call.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmad. Mr. Masri, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Bernie Musri, and not so long ago, I was standing precisely where you are today. And what a momentous day it is for all of you. You're here, being admitted to the Supreme Court role as the final step at the end of a long and arduous journey. You should all feel immensely proud of everything you've achieved thus far. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no real idea of what to expect, and there were, and I dare say likely remain, many uncertain challenges to overcome. But as I stand here today, after a few short years of working as a solicitor, I can tell you that I've already learned a thing or two. One of the most important things that I've learned is the significance of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, and one to which you all now belong. The Law Society of New South Wales is the home of that community, with our 30,000 members flung far and wide across the state. We're bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to connect, our drive to give back to our communities, and to uphold the rule of law, a duty which now also rests with each of you. As an early career lawyer, belonging to a strong network of peers is crucial. I've been a part of the Law Society's New South Wales Young Lawyers branch for 5 years, and here I found friendship, inspiration, guidance, as well as opportunities to advocate and join committees and support when I needed it most. By joining the Law Society and New South Wales Young Lawyers, you'll gain access to professional support, conferences and events, a wide range of publications, professional development opportunities, mentoring, volunteer opportunities, and so much more. It's the role of the Law Society to ensure that you, as a newly minted solicitor, can thrive and succeed in your new profession. So again, congratulations to you all. Look us up or speak to your employer. We look forward to welcoming you into the New South Wales Law Society community. May I please call.
Thank you, Mr. Masri. Can I say this to all of you in closing? The law is a wonderful profession. It is stimulating, challenging, and satisfying. It is populated by intelligent, committed, and dynamic people. I recently had counsel suggest to me that everyone in the law has at some stage felt that they didn't want to be a lawyer. Well, I can say that's not been the case for me, and I hope it won't be the case for any of you. You should be proud to be a lawyer and of your achievements to date, and your family and friends should be extremely proud of you. You should behave so that you may remain proud of yourselves as lawyers. It is a very important profession, and you are now a very important part of it. Hold your heads high, and the best of luck on the exciting journey that lies ahead. On behalf of all of the judges of the Supreme Court, including the Chief Justice, whom I represent today, and Justices Rothman and Campbell, who are on the bench with me, I congratulate you once again on your admission and welcome you to the legal profession. The court will now adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.